In this dark pit, the contractions began to hit me hard. Every wave of pain made me grasp Kale's hand so tightly that both our knuckles went white. The only light I had was from the small fire in the entryway of the small cave I was in. Ellie remained calm, talking to me through the birth. "You can do this, Lyra. Your body is designed for it. Just let it happen," she said, her voice steady even when I felt like I was falling apart. As the hours crawled on, my contractions progressed, and my dilation was on track, though I wished it would hurry up. With each painful contraction and push, I could feel my baby boy inching closer, my tiny light of hope amid the darkness. But I was weakening and the urge to give up was strong. But Kale's presence pushed me forward. "Dig deep, Lyra," he encouraged. "You can't give up now." I started crying in between contractions. "I don't want to have him in this wretched place." "Well, too bad, girl." Kale kissed my forehead. "You don't exactly have a choice. There's no carriage waiting to whisk you off to the hospital." "Really?" I tried to joke in between tears. "I ordered 1 hour ago. You'd think it would be here by now." Kale smiled and kissed my head again. "Come on now. It's nearly over." The pain hit worse than before, and I gripped Kale's hand again, my fingers digging into his hand as waves of agony crashed over me. "Push," Ellie instructed, her voice firm but calm. I screamed in pain but pushed hard, the sounds echoing off the hard walls. "That's it, Lyra, you're doing great," Ellie told me, the heads out, one more big push now. I was exhausted and didn't have it in me, but Kale encouraged me, and I bared down once more, pushing hard and crying out again. I felt something slip out of me, and then pure relief. I only had a second to enjoy the lack of pain when I heard the most beautiful cry I'd ever heard. "Is he okay?" I asked. "How did you know it was a boy?" Kale asked, as he looked down at my son, who was being checked on by Ellie. "He's an alpha." Kale frowned and looked at me, but I avoided his eyes. "I know. The father's an alpha." I nodded and tried to look at me son, who was being wrapped up by Ellie. "He's healthy, you did great." She gently passed him over to me. I held him close and started crying. "Oh my goddess, he's so beautiful. What are you going to call this little alpha?" Ellie asked, as she continued to do something between my legs, and I felt a strange tugging. "Aiden, it means little fire," I answered. "He's my light in the darkness. My warm fire. That's beautiful. Welcome to the world, little Aiden." Ellie smiled and started washing her hands. "The placenta is all out. You should heal just fine, but get some rest for now." "I will. Thank you, Ellie." "You're welcome." She smiled, and I saw tears in her eyes. "It's nice that the last baby I helped come into the world will live. It wasn't your fault that the baby died." She smiled and nodded, but otherwise didn't respond. "Can we come in now?" Kalia asked. "I want to see the baby." I laughed. I was exhausted, but allowed everyone to come over to see the newest member of our little pack, and watched with a smile on my face as he was passed around, being cuddled and cooed over. We might be in the darkness, but he would be loved. I must have fallen asleep, because I woke up frantically looking around when I heard Aiden crying. "Easy, Lyra, I've got him," Kale told me as he cuddled my newborn. "Is he okay?" "He's just hungry. Alphas eat more than other Lycans. Try feeding him." I blushed a little as I slowly sat up. "Don't be shy, girl." He shook his head at me as I hesitated and peeked at him. "I've told you 1,000,000 times, my mate's the only woman I want." I nodded and pulled my dress down as he passed over my son, and he latched instantly. "Oh, this feels weird." I laughed. "He's a greedy little thing, isn't he?" Kale commented, before sitting back against the wall. "So, do you want to tell me who the father really is?" I gulped nervously. He'd asked this several times before, but I'd always avoid the question. "I don't want to tell you." "Why?" "I'm afraid you or the others will hurt him." Kale looked heartbroken by my confession. "I would never harm a child." I nodded and looked at my son, Prince Tyson. "The bastard who threw you in here for the death of his father." "Yes. You sure know how to pick them, don't you, girl?" He shook his head at me. "Can't wait for him to realize he's never going to have an heir with his mate." "What do you mean?" "He will only ever have one alpha child, and he's right there." He pointed to my arms. "His mate and him will only procure betas, and he'll never know why." "He has a twin," Chase will have an heir. He's already got a chosen mate. Actually, they're probably already married by this point. Nope. Not how it works. Even with twins. Cale gently stroked my son's head. Twins are connected in ways even we don't fully understand. The first one to have a child is the one who produces the heir. If you'd gotten pregnant by the brother, it would still have been an alpha child. I'm glad they'll never have an heir for their pathetic kingdom. And the irony of you being the one to take that away from Carice's line after what he did to us. It's poetry. I do like that he's being SCR**wet over. I smiled and looked at my baby. I hate that he's related to that monster, though. How did you even end up sleeping with the prince? He asked. It was consensual, wasn't it? It was. I loved him. I love him still, despite everything. I admitted, hating how weak that made me feel. How do I stop? I don't know, he shrugged. It's been years and I still love my girl just as much as the day I met her. But you were mates. And you think you and this prince aren't, he asked, and I frowned at him. You were able to carry an alpha's child to term without a mark. I assured you. You are his mate. No. I shook my head, as tears filled my eyes. I can't be. He'd never have believed that I'd killed his father if we were mates. He'd have believed me. Life's not always black or white, girl, he told me as he stood up. Grief can make you do horrible things. Things you'll regret until the day you die. So what? I should forgive him. I asked angrily. That's up to you, he told me. Finish the feeding. I'll go get you some food. Thank you. I looked down at my son. I'd really never seen anyone so beautiful. I'm so sorry, Aiden. I started crying. I'm so sorry you had to be born here. That have to live here, but I swear to you. I will get you out. I will never give up. And I will always love you, even if your father won't. I sat in the silence until the alpha returned and gave me some food. So, how did you meet the prince? You've never really told me about your past after leaving the pack. I assume because you were hiding who the father of this little pup was. Do you really want to know? I asked. Nothing else to do. He shrugged. And I could use a good story. Okay, I smiled.